Right, week 5 reflection. So the first thing we did this week was we did volleyball with the year ones, which was good fun. We did that again, which was good fun. It was a good way to, in a way, bond with the team, to, in a way, work together as a team, because we've got FMPs coming up. And FMP is just going to be a roller coaster of emotions. So it was a good way that we... Sorry. I thought it was really creative that the teachers decided to help us bond by us doing... It was a good way for the teachers to make us bond by us doing sports, which was good fun. Quite competitive, but it was good fun as well. On Tuesday, so on Tuesday we had coursework first, so in this coursework session, we had to do some research, and we had to create we also had to create an action plan. That's it, we had to create an action plan, and we had to do some research into Shakespeare's words and his methods and etc. etc. It was quite difficult, to be honest, but we did it. And then afterwards we had FMP rehearsals, and in these FMP rehearsals, we did... Well, this is our first rehearsal where we're gonna see the rostra. So there's actually a rostra in the acting studio, and the acting studio... No, sorry, the singing studio, not the acting studio. The singing studio. And the singing studio is going to be our rehearsal ground for the time being, which will be good fun. Yeah, but we're going to be doing rehearsals in the acting studio, and we more learned about our walk-ons, walk-offs, where to walk on, where to walk off, etc. Our movement. We specifically worked on movement, where our characters are going to move throughout each scene. And then, yeah, after that, it was Wednesday. Wednesday was our day off. And then we had a massive... Oh, yeah, and also on Tuesday as well, we decided our masks. We decided which masks we're going to have. And Demetrius, which is my character, has got like a mask with like this thing on the side, which is quite cool. So that's quite cool. And then afterwards on Thursday, FMP rehearsals. So Liz wasn't actually in. So we had rehearsals with Ryan Docs. Which was, honestly, we just did a full run through of the whole thing, and honestly, it looks really, really good. It was a full run through of the whole thing. It took like an hour and something, and it was honestly great. It really, really, really was great. We done really well. We made a few flukes. I made a few flukes myself because I forgot about my ensemble bits as a fairy, but that's fine. It is what it is. It happens, and it's a part of learning. It's really just a part of learning. So we did all of that, and then afterwards, that was it really. We just did a full-on run through, and then we just did a bit of line learning, and that was it. And then on Friday, it was just more rehearsals with Ryan, and then this was our last day before we break up for Easter. So what we did on Friday was, it was kind of a similar thing. We did predominantly fairy stuff. We did fairy stuff, and that was it. It was quite a short session because Ryan ended it early, but we focused on fairies, a bit on lovers. It was mostly fairies, so like Park, Oberon, Titania, all of that. It was predominantly focused on that. And yeah, that was it. That was really it. Things were cut short as it was Easter upcoming. But things to improve on, I'd say, would be line learning. I need to learn my lines by the end of Easter. Well, I need to be somewhat confident with my lines by the end of Easter. So yeah, that's something I need to do. And then that's pretty much it. That's literally pretty much it. And also I did make a few mistakes in terms of, I did forget my fairy scenes. For my fairy scenes I did forget them, but that was it. And those are improvements that need to be made. I need to remember my ensemble roles, and I also need to remember my lines. And I need to understand what's happening. I really need to understand what's happening Shakespeare-wise. Shakespeare-wise, I need to understand what's happening because I have no idea what's happening because it's worded differently as it's Shakespeare. So that's something I need to know. And then, yeah, that's it. Week 5, baby. Done.